You're at home, sipping your morning coffee, maybe scrolling on your phone. The neighborhood's quiet, kids are playing outside, everything feels safe. Then a 911 call rips through that calm. Help! Someone broke in. I'm shot. My family's shot. That's what police heard in Cedar Rapids.
Our address is 4414 Oak Leaf Court, Northeast. I've been shot. My other family member's been shot. I need help immediately.
Iowa, back in 2021. A terrified son, begging for help. But when the cops show up, they start to wonder, is this guy a victim? Or is he hiding something way darker? Buckle up, folks, because this story's gonna hit you hard and keep you glued. Let's talk about the Jacksons. They lived in a nice house at 4414 Oak Leaf Court, tucked away in a cozy cul-de-sac in Cedar Rapids. You know the kind of place. Neat lawns, friendly waves, the all-American suburb. Jan Jackson, 61, was a retired IT guy, sharp and dependable. His wife, Melissa, 68, was a sweetheart, always at their church, handing out homemade cookies with a smile. Their daughter, Sabrina, was 19, full of energy, just graduated high school, dreaming big about her future. And then there was Alexander, or Alex, their 20-year-old son. Quiet, kinda shy, a college kid at the University of Iowa. To the neighbors, they were just a regular family. Happy, normal, maybe a little private, but nothing out of the ordinary. But things weren't all rosy. Alex was struggling big time at school. His grades were tanking, and he was on the verge of flunking out. No job, no money, just $30 in his bank account. He was living at home, totally leaning on his parents. His dad, Jan, was a tough guy, laying down the law. Get a job, Alex, or you're out of here. That pressure was weighing on Alex heavy. He'd tell his buddies he was scared of disappointing his dad, terrified of getting kicked out. That fear was like a shadow, growing darker every day. Then, on June 15th, 2021, everything exploded. At 8:23 a.m., a 911 call came in. It was Alex, sounding freaked out. Someone broke into our house, he said. I'm shot in the foot. My family's been shot. Please, hurry.
Our address is 4414 Oak Leaf Court, Northeast. I've been shot. My other family member's been shot. I need help immediately.
His voice was shaky, like he was barely holding it together. He told the dispatcher a man, maybe black, wearing green shoes, broke in through the basement, grabbed a gun, and started shooting. Cops rushed to the house, ready for anything, not knowing what they were walking into. When they got there, it was creepy quiet. The front door was unlocked, but the house looked perfect. No broken windows, no mess, no signs of a struggle. They found Alex in the hallway, blood on his foot, looking pale and rattled. He kept saying, "There was a man. He shot my dad." The cops moved fast, checking every room. Downstairs, Jan was dead by his recliner, shot multiple times in the chest. Upstairs, Melissa was on her bed, bullet wounds all over, her reading glasses still sitting on her Bible. And in Sabrina's room? Heartbreaking. The 19-year-old was on the floor by her closet, shot dead. Her phone kept buzzing with messages from friends, but she was gone. They got Alex to the hospital quick. His foot was hurt, but the bullet went right through, nothing too bad. While paramedics patched him up, detectives started poking around. Something wasn't adding up. The house was too clean for a break-in. Nothing was stolen. No jewelry, no electronics, nothing. And the gun? It was the family's own Browning .22 rifle, just lying there by Jan's body. Why would a random intruder use a gun from the house? And how'd he know how to load it? That rifle was tricky. Even cops had to look up how to use it. Detectives sat Alex down at the hospital. He stuck to his story. Some guy broke in, grabbed the rifle, shot his family, then shot him before taking off. But his details kept shifting. First, he said he fought the guy. Then, he said he didn't see his face. He mentioned a ski mask, then green shoes, but couldn't describe much else. His voice was weirdly calm, like he was just going through the motions. The cops weren't fooled. They checked the rifle. Alex's palm prints were all over it, in spots that showed he'd loaded and fired it. Blood on his shorts matched patterns from shooting someone close up. Neighbors' cameras showed zilch. No stranger, no car, no footprints. That intruder? He didn't exist. Then they dug into Alex's phone. His search history was a red flag. Late-night Googles about home invasions, self-defense shootings, and what happens if you kill someone. This wasn't a kid caught in a robbery gone wrong. This was a kid planning something awful. The cops found out Alex was scared to death of his dad cutting him off. Jan had told him, "Get a job or get out." Alex felt like his whole life was falling apart. In a second interview, the cops laid it all out: the prints, the blood, the missing intruder. Alex's story crumbled, but he didn't break. He just sat there, quiet, staring down. On June 16th, they arrested him for 3 counts of first-degree murder. As they cuffed him, he didn't cry, didn't fight, just nothing. Like he was empty. The trial kicked off in January 2023. The courtroom was packed, everyone desperate for answers. The prosecution walked through that morning. Alex took the family rifle, shot his dad first, then his mom, then his sister, all in their safe spaces. They played the 911 call, Alex's voice full of holes. They showed the rifle, his prints, the blood spatter. They talked about his failing grades, his fear of being kicked out, how he saw his family as a burden. The defense tried to float the intruder story, but it didn't stick. There was no evidence of anyone else. The jury didn't take long, guilty on all 3 counts. The judge handed down 3 life sentences, no parole. Alex just stared at the floor, no tears, no words. Outside, Sabrina's friends were sobbing, talking about her sketches, her laugh, how she had so much life left. Jan's co-workers called him steady, a good guy. Melissa's church friends remembered her warm hugs, her cookies. The Jacksons were gone, and Alex's lies couldn't cover it up. That house on Oakleaf Court, it's empty now, sold to new folks who painted over the pain. But the neighbors can't forget. They walk by, thinking about the police tape, the flashing lights, the bodies carried out. Cedar Rapids is still shaken. People wonder how a quiet kid like Alex could do this. Was it the pressure, the fear, or something colder, deeper? Detectives said he talked about his family's deaths like he was reading a grocery list. No tears, no anger, just nothing. That's what chills you to the bone. This story makes you think twice. Evil isn't always some stranger in the shadows. Sometimes it's the kid sitting across from you at dinner.